Good morning, my dear children. This is P. Vasantakumar, social teacher from DIV High School, SDSTPS, AP Genco, Naltur. Children, today we are going to learn third part of climate and us. Now let us learn heat zones. Children, we know the Earth is a huge planet. It is spherical in shape but flattened at the poles and slightly bulging at the equator. So, the Earth has a larger circumference at the equator. Naturally, all places on the Earth do not receive the same amount of heat from the Sun. While the equator and regions near it receive direct rays, sun rays become more and more slanting as we move away from the equator. The Earth can be divided into three different zones on the basis of the amount of heat received from the Sun. The three different heat zones are torrid zone, temperate zone, frigid zone. Let us learn a little about the position and the climate of these heat zones. Children, now let us learn first the torrid zone. The torrid zone is also called tropical zone. It lies between the equator and the tropics. That is, between the equator and the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. It extends from 0 degree to 23 and of degree in each hemisphere. The temperature in this region is quite high. That's why it is called torrid zone. The word torrid means intensely hot. Regions experiences heavy rainfall, high humidity and high temperature characterizing equatorial climate. Now let us see the second zone is temperate zone. The temperate zones are neither very hot nor very cold. The north temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle, and the south temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. The climate in these zones is moderate or temperate. Now let us see third zone, frigid zones. The frigid zones are intensely cold zones on the earth. Word frigid means very cold. The north frigid zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, while the south frigid zone lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. The frigid zones get very little sunlight and warmth of the sun. The ground here is largely frozen most of the time and is known as permafrost, which means permanently frozen ground. Thus, the heat zones are located on the globe as torrid zone 23 and of degrees north to 0 degrees to 23 and of degrees south. Temperate zone 23 and of degrees north to 66 and of degrees north and 23 and of degrees south to 66 and of degrees south. Frigid zone 66 and of degrees north to north pole and 66 and of degrees south to south pole. Children, the lesson Climate and Us has completed successfully. Next session, we will meet with a new chapter. Thank you, my dear children.